So the entire situation with the Miami Heat and Terry Rozier is embarrassing for the NBA. Like, I think it's actually embarrassing for the NBA because a lot of what happened with the Miami Heat should not be allowed to happen. Like, it says, like, let's take a listen to this here. But if you guys don't know, basically, TLD, or if you don't know, the Miami Heat traded for Terry Rozier in 2024. But before they traded for Terry Rozier, the NBA and the FBI were investigating Terry Rozier for gambling offenses. Like, they were investigating Terry Rozier. But the Hornets knew, the NBA knew, the Miami Heat didn't. The Hornets did not tell the Miami Heat that a player that they were about to trade for was being investigated by the FBI for gambling issues, and it looks like he's almost certainly guilty. That's what it looks like. So Terry Rozier, they're currently paying, well, the money's in escrow, but Terry Rozier is not on the team. They're not getting the salary cap back for Terry Rozier, and not only are they not going to be getting the pick back, they're not even getting a pick in compensation, which should be like their exact one pick before Charlotte. They should just add an extra pick to the first round because they got screwed by not only the Hornets, by the league itself. But nothing apparently is happening. It's embarrassing.
Did with Bobby Marks today lays out a couple of things that, from a basketball perspective, matter to the NBA over the next couple of months. The first is the dispute over the way the trade went down between the Heat and the Hornets that brought Terry Rozier to Miami back in 2024. Now, typically when teams go through a trade process, they have to do a disclosure process as part of the trade call with the NBA. And during that trade call, the Miami Heat were never told at any point about the investigation the NBA had into these suspicious bets that were placed on Terry Rozier's unders in that game against the New Orleans Pelicans back in 2023. So when they made that trade, they were not aware of any of this stuff that happened. It only came out later when the Wall Street Journal reported it this past January. So the Heat are upset about that and the fact they were not made aware of that during that process. Now, I did with Bobby Marks today lays out.
And yeah, of course they're upset. Of course they're upset. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And if we're being very honest here, like, the league are massively at fault. The league are absolutely massively at fault. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, they are so completely at fault. And I just think the fact that the Miami Heat aren't getting anything out of this, it's crazy. Adam Silver's going to hold the pick hostage until we can't trade for Giannis. I don't think that pick would get Miami Giannis, if we're going to be honest. I don't think that would get them Giannis. But at the same time, I think this is a horrible look on the NBA. Like, I stand by this. Like, how is this remotely fair? The Heat understand Charlotte not disclosing they're selling damaged goods. Why would they? But it's clear. But the league, it's clear, and will be in court too. The NBA withheld information here. Heat need to fight like hell. The thing is like, if this was in a sport like soccer, absolutely, this would be gone to court. The problem is that this is something that has potential to bring down the fucking league. Like, I don't think people understand just how serious this whole gambling thing is. And the fact is that the league knowing and brushing it under the rug is really, really bad. Is really, really bad for the league. And I'm going to be honest here. It's just, the NBA is, like, I love the sport of basketball. I'm actually really enjoying watching NBA basketball right now. But I have a really weird feeling that there's way more to this gambling than we know of. And this Terry Rozier situation is just like the tip of the iceberg. And the NBA don't want to admit fault here, because people might just start reading into things, looking into things, and it can get 10 times worse. I think it's a really interesting one here to see how this goes. And I wonder when the first real, like, domino is going to fall. Like, as much as we It's not even first real one. Chauncey Billups is gone. It says here, 5 hours ago from ESPN, legal analysts explain what's next for Terry Rozier after he pled not guilty to participating in a betting scheme. I don't really care that much about that, to be honest. I don't even care. Like, if he's not guilty, let him walk free. But the fact that there is no way that that the Miami Heat make the trade if they know the investigation's happening. That is the point of this. Like, that is genuinely the point of this. Like, maybe it's one of those things to say, sources say they see no path to Heat winning grievance with the league over this trade. Like, it could actually be a case where it's like, look, if the league are almost admitting guilt, the league are admitting fault, or it could be deemed as the league saying Terry Rozier is guilty. And the league are also kind of fucked because the league cleared him. The league's own investigation cleared him. The league cleared him, and the FBI didn't. Now, that's an interesting one. And again, the FBI stories, it's highly likely he did it. I don't know if he did it. And you know what? For the sake of the league, I hope he didn't. But just based on like how big of a spectacle this was, if it turns out that he didn't do anything, then they have it's just a complete mockery. It is a complete mockery of whoever your man who did the whole press conference. I don't know who he is. I don't know American politics. I don't know American things, but it would make your man look like an idiot. But yeah, it's a really interesting one. It is a really, really interesting one. And as a Heat fan, I'm happy with how he's been playing this year at times. I don't know how the fucking Celtics are somehow better than us, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, look, it's a cold world in sports, and if you are the Miami Heat, you may have been screwed out of your first round pick. You may have been screwed out of your pick. But yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree with this? Do you guys think they should get their pick back or not? And anyway, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please, lads, we are on the hunt to 13,000 subscribers, and we are 10 off. So please subscribe. Please subscribe, lads. I'll see you guys.